Hey, and welcome to Hank's True Barbecue. What's cooking today, you may ask? Well, we're gonna smoke some turkey. I usually buy turkey breast in pairs like I do with chicken, but in this case it was a rather large turkey, so this is what we're gonna go with. Now, I like turkey because it's lean. It has more flavor than chicken, I think, depending on what type of chicken you get, of course, but this is some really good stuff, and we're gonna add a ton of flavor. First, we're gonna smoke it, then we're gonna put it in a casserole, we're gonna add some cognac, we're gonna add some double cream, apple, and some prunes, etc. So it's gonna be real good. Like all that natural sweetness with zero added refined sugar. So this is gonna be a good one. But first off, as always, dry brine the meat into the fridge, and then we'll get started. So here's the whole turkey breast. It's rather large, so I'm gonna cut it down the middle. The reason I do that is because that way I get more surface area. Now, why do I want more surface area? Well, smoke sticks to the surface of the meat, so if I cut it in half, I get more surface area. That means more smoke flavor. So that's what we're gonna do. Nice one. And then we're gonna add some salt. I always dry brine, 1 teaspoon per kilo of meat. This is 1 kilo, so I'm gonna guesstimate 1 teaspoon here. And this goes into the fridge till we're gonna cook it. I'm not gonna do any trimming. I'm not gonna apply a rub in this case, and you'll see later when I start adding the flavors to the casserole. This one's kind of came off as it is, but we're still gonna smoke it like this, 3 pieces, that's fine, even more surface area. Just make sure we check the temps. I'm sure we're gonna have to remove the thinner one a bit earlier than these. So here I'm using charcoal from the ash tree. It's become quite a favorite because it burns very cleanly. It's really good for low and slow, and it doesn't add much flavor. Instead, I'm gonna add flavor with some hickory chunks. I didn't fill the basket up either because this is gonna be a relatively quick cook, so I'm guessing this should be more than enough. Now, once this gets up to temp, for me that's around 80-90 degrees Celsius. Then I turn on the auto mode on the Smobot so it can manage the temp for me. It's good to have it. I mean, you need to bring the grill up to temp a little bit, but before the target temp you want to connect the Smobot so it gets a chance to fine tune the temps. Time for the plate setter. I'm gonna get that warmed up too. And the grill grates. And the probe so we can tell how hot the grill is, so the top vent can be adjusted accordingly. So we're up to temp. I'm gonna drop in the hickory chunks, just 2, because it's a short cook, but still. Right there, get some good smoke going. And the turkey. Now, like I said before, I'm gonna have to pick that one up a bit early because it's so much thinner. And I don't have any flavors on right now, but we're gonna add plenty later. All right. So the turkey is smoked. Here's the lineup. This is what's gonna make a really good dish. They got a really nice smoke color. I brought them up to like 90% done, not all the way because we're gonna cook them in the pan also. So I took these at 55 degrees Celsius. We have some pickled onions, quite a few prunes. Prunes add a real nice sweetness that complements it's a kind of sweetness when you add cognac to it, and also some apples. Now I prefer, for this specific dish, I think it's really important to get apples with a bit of acidity. If you don't know what to get, try a Granny Smith. This is a local Swedish brand with a lot of acidity, because if you put a sweet apple in this dish, it's gonna go kind of flat or bland, so you need a bit of flavor from these. But now we're gonna slice these in thick slices and start cooking. So the first thing that goes into the pan is the prunes. Now we're gonna add the pickled onions. And of course, the cognac. And the reason I put this in now is I want to get rid of some of the alcohol. Not the flavor, but the alcohol. So the cognac's been simmering for a few minutes, and now I'm gonna add the turkey. As you can see, I made rather large slices. You can also see it's not quite done in the middle, but we're gonna cook it in here, so this is all fine. I wanna make sure to get those meat flavors into the casserole. And now we're gonna bring the temp up a bit again, because I'm gonna add some double cream. Also, I'm gonna add the apples at the very last. As you can see, I made rather large chunks, just cut it up. You can peel the apple if you want to, or you can leave the skin on. I'm gonna leave the skin on. The reason is why we add these at the very latest is I don't want these to go too soft. And here goes a ton of flavor. Double cream, that's the real deal. Now this is gonna simmer for 10 minutes to get all those flavors in there and warm up the double cream and get the turkey up to temp. So it's time to add some white pepper, add more if you need more later, but I think it goes really well with turkey. And now it's time to add the apples. Gonna get it all in there, let it simmer for a few more minutes, and this is done. Alright, I think it's simmered long enough. Time to give it a quick taste test. Now I did add just 1 teaspoon of sugar. Just didn't have the right sweetness, so I figured, well, it's better to just add that and get it up to just the right level. But it looks really good, really fresh. Let's see what this tastes like. So what I'm expecting now is the turkey, of course, with this bit of smoke flavor, and then the sweetness from the cognac, and the prunes and the apples. Oh, this is good. Really good comfort food. Now that was a good smoked turkey casserole. I think this way of cooking is really nice because you combine like the smoked barbecue flavors together with a really rich, creamy, savory casserole, and that cognac and prunes really add a really subtle but good sweetness. So do give this a try, I can highly recommend it. Real good stuff. Now thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.